Yeah, I mean, to hear that your husband and middle daughter just died horrifically. And I heard that the two of them had a agreement to never fly helicopters at the same time.
Yeah, that's a good. My brother Ron is like that. We should never. All three of us should never be on a flight. And I used to be like, okay, yeah.
Well,
It wouldn't happen in my house. they'd be like shotguns. They would be calling seats. You getting a helicopter, Negro? I'm getting a helicopter.
well, your friend Gilbert Arenas,
Yeah.
he told a very interesting story
What is it?
about Kobe and Jordan. So, Jordan's with the Washington Wizards, and they play in Washington. Jordan beats Kobe. At the end of the game, he smacks Kobe on the butt and said, "You can put the shoes on, but you'll never fill them." Kobe stopped talking to his teammates for 2 weeks. Literally would not say anything to anybody. And when they talked to Phil Jackson, the teammates were like, what's going on? What's going on? So Phil's like, well, Jordan told him that comment and it upset him. So they already knew what was coming. So then the Wizards came to Los Angeles to play. Kobe scored 42 points in the first half and scored 55 points in that game on Jordan.
Which a lot of people don't say. So I get on this guy's show. I'm not going to say his name, Cowherd. And while I was filling in, and I was on First Take First, and one of these guys said, arguably, undeniably the greatest player of all time. I said, he's not the greatest player of all time. I said, he was the best player in the 90s, or the beginning half of the 90s, but not of all time. There was a guy named Dr. J before him. There was a guy, I start going down the line. And they were like, John Salley doesn't put Michael in his top 5 because he's my contemporary. I played against him in college. I played against him in the pros. I watched him go home. I watched him not talk to me after game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he bleeds. I know how he bleeds. So he's not my favorite player. My favorite player is Dr. J. Mm-hmm. That's how it works. So LeBron's favorite player is Kobe Bryant.
Right.
He's not Michael Jordan. Kobe's favorite player is Michael Jordan. That's just how it works.
Who was Jordan's favorite player?
Dr. J.
Dr. J.
So all of us
Yeah.
love Dr. J. So can you imagine you get to this point, and I said that, and I told somebody, I said, I know Michael. Michael has Scotty, him, and Harper would lift at 7 o'clock in the morning. They would have dinner at 4:30, knowing it was going to be digested by 7:30. They would, eat, get over to the game, walk it through, see some things, get on the bike because they know that food was digested. I mean, this much of a thought process. Kobe, same thing. When Kobe found out that Larry Bird shot 500 shots or 1,000 shots, he shot 1,500. And he would do it. And he was double jointed, and he would want to play all the time. This true statement. So he turns 21. We're in Miami. I used to play in Miami. I have my house in Miami. It was still happening. And I go, Cole, you can go out with me tonight. I got it all hooked up. We on the outside joint called Amnesia. Forgot what it's called now. But we go out, and he's with me. And none of my teammates can believe Kobe's out because he never
goes out. You never see Kobe in the clubs.
Never.
You never see him
I
drunk.
got him. Did I tell you? I got him. Sal, how'd you get Kobe out? That's what I do, son. To the point where the girls turned around and saw it was Kobe Bryant, ran to, I'm not bullshitting you. They all go to the bathroom and come back looking 10 times better than they did when they left the house. And they all are bum rushing Kobe. I mean, broads would like boom, 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 boom. And he was like, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, talking. He just called. And he's just sitting there. Nobody's getting past this wall. He's no security. So boom, 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 Sal, yeah. I gotta get back to the hotel. I'm like, damn, that was quick. Like, who we taking? He's like, no. What? He goes, no, I got to train in the morning. I got Vanessa. I don't want none of this stuff. I never go out. I only came out because it's you. I didn't drive him back to the hotel because he flies his trainer in to train when he's on the road. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, this kid is training. So I tell people all the time, I see it entirely different. To go through what he did in Vail, Colorado, I'm sorry, Eagle Rock, just outside Vail, and to be able to play the game and his only space is that, like, dog, we would have these conversations. We would never talk about any of the case. And I was like, I'm taking this to my grave, but Kobe cannot. We would just talk about everything but that and hang the phone up. And watching him still go through it, and then going through it with the Shaquille situation. Then he had Karl Malone on the team and Gary Payton on the squad, like everybody, you know, and he's going through trying to save his life from going to jail. To come out of that and to flourish, only person I seen do that as successful was Vanessa Williams after the debacle with Vanessa Williams. He just literally was stronger than most people.